Rejoice in the Lord always. The Lord is near. With these words, St. Paul, from the third Sunday of Advent, the liturgy often known as Gaudete Sunday, invites us to joy. Pope Francis said, "The closer the Lord is to us, the more joy we feel. The further away he is, the more sadness we feel." As we draw closer to Christmas, the Lord grows closer to us. Advent is a time of joy because it revives for all humanity, and especially for us believers, the long-awaited and joyful event in history, the birth of the Son of God from the Virgin Mary. As the adult Jesus, his coming forth was prepared for by his cousin John. John was a fearsome prophet of God. John is a man of the desert. He totally separates himself from the world in order to give testimony to another world. Within his solitude, he is able to hear the voice of God, and only in God is true joy. C.S. Lewis, the English Christian writer of the last century, taught us God cannot give us a happiness and peace apart from himself, because it is not there. There's no such thing. Echoing in our century, Pope Francis has a holy focus on the gift of joy. The first 3 sentences of his apostolic exhortation, Evangelii Gaudium, are, "The joy of the gospel fills the hearts and lives of all who encounter Jesus. Those who accept his offer of salvation are set free from sin, sorrow, inner emptiness, and loneliness. With Christ, joy is constantly born anew." To know that God is not distant, but next to us, not indifferent, but compassionate, not a stranger, but the merciful Father that accompanies us with love, is the concept that allows us to live in a sense of joy and peace, even when the daily problems and sad events cannot be removed. If we try to believe this, it brings peace into our life. And as St. Paul promises, the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and minds in Christ Jesus. This peace allows us to remain joyful at the core of our life, even when we are beset with difficulties, tragedies, and pain. The unmistakable feature of the Christian joy is that it is able to coexist with suffering, because it is all based upon love. In effect, the Lord for us is near, to the point of becoming man, comes to fulfill and infuse us with his joy, the joy to love. This is the key to the understanding the serene joy of the martyrs in the middle of their tests, or the smile of the gentleness on the face of one who is in pain. A smile does not offend, but comforts. The existence of joy in the midst of pain and suffering is a Christian mystery. Someone like Mother Teresa guides us well to this point. Throughout her life, she had a simple message that was proclaimed not so much with words as with deeds. Rich and poor alike have felt inexplicably drawn into the mercy and solace of God's tender embrace. That God still loves the world today. That is the reason for joy. The Lord is near.